Hey, what's up you guys? It's Paolo. Welcome to FastProg. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to wire two pairs of DR10 photocells in series. This setup is useful when you want both pairs to perform the same function. If the signal LED on your ZA3P control board is blinking, and you're setting up your automation system for the first time, I recommend watching the setup video first. You can find the link in the top right corner of your screen. If you've already seen it, your system is running, and you're ready to continue, then let's get started. Depending on how you want your photocells to react when something passes in front of them, you'll connect the signal wire to either the C1 or CX terminal. Connect to C1 if you want the gate to reopen during closing when something passes. If you're not using C1, make sure to add a jumper between terminals 2 and C1. Connect to CX if you want the system to stop or close when something passes in front during the opening phase. Remember, DIP switch 8 activates or deactivates the CX input. DIP switch 2 on the 2-switch strip selects the function for CX. Let's wire it up. Before anything, turn off the power to your system to avoid accidents while working on the control board. At the top, we have the ZA3P terminal block. Below that on the left is the RX receiver and on the right, the TX transmitter for the first pair of photocells. Further down, you'll see the RX receiver and TX transmitter for the second pair. You don't have to wire in this exact order, but here's how you should connect everything. Terminal 2 on the ZA3P board connects to Terminal 2 on both the RX and TX of the first pair and to the TX on the second pair. Create a jumper between Terminals 2 and C on the RX receiver of the first pair. Connect the NC terminal of the RX receiver from the first pair to Terminal 2 on the RX receiver of the second pair, then add another jumper between 2 and C. The NC terminal of the RX receiver in the second pair will connect to either C1 or CX, depending on what you want the photocells to do. Terminal 10 on the ZA3P board connects to Terminal 10 on each RX receiver. Finally, connect the TX terminal on the RX photocell to the TX terminal on the TX photocell in both pairs. And that's it. The wiring is complete. If everything is done correctly, the signal LED on the ZA3P should turn off. If the signal LED is still blinking, don't worry, here's what to check. Make sure the DIP switches are in the right position. Check the setup video for more details on initial configuration. Measure the voltage between terminals 10 and 2, it should be around 24 volt AC. Double check that everything is wired correctly. Ensure there's nothing blocking the photocells, and that they're properly aligned. Lastly, check the fuse in the TX transmitter of the DR10 photocell to make sure it's not blown. If, after all this, the blinking persists, here's a quick troubleshooting method. Disconnect the photocells and bring them closer to the control board. Space them about 1 meter apart and reconnect them with temporary visible wiring. This way, you can easily figure out if the problem is with the photocells, their alignment, or the wiring. I hope everything is working now. If you're interested in learning more, FastProg has tons of other tutorials. Check out the links for videos on setting up your automation system, programming your remotes, and much more. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment if you found it helpful, and of course, subscribe for more tips and tutorials.
Arrivederci. Alla prossima.